juba käib. Oi, kui kiiresti laadis ära. Ma oleks nagu täna seda mänginud juba. Nii kiiresti laadis lausa. Ot, tere taas. Mängin Dragon Age'i. Mikrofon on kuidagi nii kaugel tundub, aga tegelikult see on vist hea. Sõidan lähemal natuke. Võib-olla keegi kullipilguga märkas, et see on Sten. Tal on rõivad seljas. No tal olid enne ka rõivad seljas, aga nüüd on raudrõivad. Jah, ma failisin eelmine kord. Save oli mingi hull kaugel, on ju. Kohe kui ma streami kinni panin, siis mängisin umbes sama kohane tagasi, tegin samad asjad ära, müüsin samad asjad maha. Aga ma ei müünud kõike maha, vaid need kõik asjad, mis mul olid, ma andsin, mul oli kõike, mul oli mingi kindaid, mul oli armor, mul oli kiiver, mul oli saapaid. Ma andsin Svenile kõik, mul oli üks mool, ühe moolil vaat leidsin ka ja ma avastasingi, mitte Sven, Sten, sorry. Ma vist ütlesin Sven mitu korda. Andsin Stenile, sest et ma avastasin, et Sten kusjuures ongi tal on two-handed siin siuke, ma seda ei vaatanud kusjuures, mis taktika tal on. Sten tal on üks puudu täitsa. Defender, Scrapper, Archer. Oh no. Ta läks kaduma kõik ju. Tea kuradit. Nojah, siis ma pean ise tegema. Okei, ta tekkis. Ei, see on minu. Oh no. Siis ma pean ise tegema. Tea kuradit. Nojah, okei, siis ma tean, siis ma vähemalt tean, mida ta oskab. See on siis taunt. Mõnedes on mul nendel ka. Ma võin need panna kuhugi eemale natuke. Powerful swings. While in this mode, the character puts extra muscle behind every swing, gaining a bonus to damage, but suffering penalties to attack and defense. Two-handed. Strength reduces the penalties to attack. See on põhimõtteliselt nagu precise striking siis. Aga no mitte päris. Siia oleks vaja elupotid panna. Pommel strike. Strikes out with a weapon's blunt end, knocking the opponent to the ground unless it passes a physical resistance check. Mighty blow. The character puts extra weight and effort behind a single strike, gaining a bonus to attack. If it hits, the blow deals critical damage and imposes a penalty to movement speed. Indomitable. Through sheer force of will, the character remains in control on the battlefield, containing... Kus ma neid sõna võtan? Wow, ma ei tea, ma nimeg. Gaining a slight increase to attack damage while being immune to stun or knockdown effects for the duration of this mode. Oh. Okei. Millal ma seda kasutada võiks, ma ei kujuta ette. Thunder Arms. The character attempts to hinder a target's ability to fight back rather than going directly for a killing blow. Unless the target passes a physical resistance check, it suffers a penalty attack for a short time. Okay. Enemy. Health. Highest health. Enemy. Nearest visible. Jälle mingi highest health ja highest health. Nearest visible class. Rank. Siis saab ranki panna. Vot see on iseenesest, siis ta kasutab ainult hästi harva seda, sest et ta kasutab ainult kõige paremat vastu. See mingi ultimate. Nii. Mighty Blow. Kas ta saab kasutada neid või? Taunti saaks ka panna, jah. Põhimõtteliselt võiks seda kogu aeg peale olla ju. Võib-olla. Ma ei kujuta ette. Ma ei tea. Et ma mõtlesingi, et ma ei saa hakkama lihtsalt selles järgmises kohas selle sessioniga. Selle Liliana temast ei ole kasu nagu niimoodi. Sest mõttes, et ma Lilianat nagu nii peaks siis kaasas kandma, kui mul on lockpickida või midagi. Või noh, kuskil, ma ei tea, siseruumides või. Või no mitte travelides, ma ei teagi. Ma ostsin backpacki. Andsin giftid ära. Jah, mis seal ikka enamat. Aata. Aga kas Sten siis saaks kasutada? Ei saa ju Venomit kasutada. Või saab ikka äkki? Ma ei taha proovida ka. Proovime siis, kui me lähme nüüd edasi.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes.
Ja ma lähen ikkagi samasse kohta siis. Ma oletan, et kõik läheb täpp. Eelmine kord oli siin kohas see Attack. Ma olen väga vahet vist ei ole. Täpselt sama asi on ikka. Täpselt hästi väike koht anti sevimiseks mulle.
Oh, thank the maker. We need help. They attacked the wagon. Please help us. Follow me.
Jälle need bouncy põrbid. Nii. So what do we have here? Kas ma saaks siis kasutada Venomit või? Nüüd on see värk. Mul pole Song of Valerit ainult, see on üks asi. Threaten. Kas ma ei saaks siis kasutada? Äkki saan. Kas ma saaks nagu cold pluss Venom olla? Ei, ta ei kasuta ikkagi jah. Ussu raisk. Nice. Ta ei kasuta. Kõik saavad haigelt voolu. Oh my god. Mul palju elusid neil anda ju. See ongi, ma oleks pidanud ostma neid ja mul pole nagu nii raha. Mark of Death. Kes selle maagiat laseb siin niimoodi? Sina lasedki või? Oh god. Kus mu see... Aha. Fuck, ma saan surma. Aitäh teda, kuule. Ma tahaks vajutada sellega. Nüüd ma saaks kasutada lüüriumit ju. Jesus Christ, mis siin juhtus? Trap. Tüübid jooksid lihtsalt läbi trapina.
I see.
Kuidas sinna saab?
Your word.
I shall do it. As you need. Another corpse to the pile.
Mul trappe on siin.
Very well.
Fuck, see ei saa ka surma.
Wipe them out.
Õnneks mul on piisavalt need.
It's your time to die.
Jesus Christ, noh. Vaata, mis ta ütleb.
Oh, what? I rather thought I would wake up dead, or not wake up at all, as the case may be. But I see you haven't killed me yet. Of that I have no doubt. You are most skilled. If you haven't killed me, however, you must have kept me alive for some purpose, yes? So I am to be interrogated. Let me save you some time. My name is Zevran. Zev to my friends. I am a member of the Antivan Crows, brought here for the sole purpose of slaying any surviving Grey Wardens, which I have failed at, sadly.
Tüüp on jumala kõbus.
An order of assassins, of course, out of Antiva. I suppose you wouldn't hear much of them out here, but where I come from, we're rather infamous. Not precisely. I was in the neighborhood when the offer came. The Crows get around, you see. A rather taciturn fellow in the capital. Logan, I think his name was. Yes, that's it. I wasn't paid anything. The Crows, however, were paid quite handsomely, or so I understand. Which does make me about as poor as a chantry mouse, come to think of it. Being an Antivan Crow isn't for the ambitious, to be perfectly honest. Well, aside from a distinct lack of ambition, I suppose it's because I wasn't given much of a choice. The Crows bought me young. I was a bargain, too, or so I'm led to believe. But don't let my sad story influence you. The Crows aren't so bad. They keep one well supplied. Wine, women, men, whatever you happen to fancy. Though the whole severance package is garbage, let me tell you. If you're considering joining, I'd really think twice about it.
Norm kutt on tegelikult ju.
You seem like a bright lad. I'm sure you've other options. Why not? I wasn't paid for silence. Not that I offered it for sale, precisely. Loyalty is an interesting concept. If you wish, and you're done interrogating me, we can discuss it further. Well, here's the thing. I failed to kill you, so my life is forfeit. That's how it works. If you don't kill me, the Crows will. Thing is, I like living. And you obviously are the sort to give the Crows pause. So, let me serve you instead.
Niimoodi või? Tuleb. Ma mõtlesin, et ta tahab mingit diili ikka teha, et ta saaks ära põgeneda midagi, aga tahab minuga ühineda.
Why? Because I am skilled at many things, from fighting to stealth and picking locks. I could also warn you should the Antivan Crows attempt something more sophisticated, now that my attempts have failed. I also know a great many jokes. 12 massage techniques, 6 different card games. I do wonderful at parties, no? I happen to be a very loyal person. Up until the point where someone expects me to die for failing. That's not a fault, really, is it? I mean, unless you're the sort who would do the same thing, in which case I don't come very well recommended, I suppose. To be completely honest, I was never given much of a choice regarding joining the Crows. They bought me on the slave market when I was a child. I think I paid my worth back to them plus tenfold. The only way out, however, is to sign up with someone they can't touch. Even if I did kill you now, they might just kill me on principle for failing the first time. Honestly, I'd rather take my chances with you. Possibly. I happen to know their wily ways, however. I can protect myself as well as you. Not that you seem to need much help. And if not, well, it's not as if I had many alternatives to start with, is it?
No.
Well, let's see. Being allowed to live would be nice, and would make me marginally more useful to you. And somewhere down the line, if you should decide that you no longer have need of me, then I go on my way. Until then, I am yours. Is that fair?
No, tegelikult tundub normaalne kutt, ma ei tea.
What? You're taking the assassin with us now? Does that really seem like a good idea?
Persuade.
All right. I see your point. Still, if there was a sign we were desperate, I think it just knocked on the door and said hello.
A fine plan. But I would examine your food and drink far more closely from now on, were I you.
That's excellent advice for anyone. I hereby pledge my oath of loyalty to you until such a time as you choose to release me from it. I am your man, without reservation. This I swear.
Ta on siis elf, jah, nagu ma aru saan. Ja ta räägib nagu mingi Khajiit põhimõtteliselt. Ei no, aitäh.
Vaenlasest.
Aitäh, Sten. Zevrand on level 9. Mitte keegi pole meil nii kõva level.
Yes.
Ta tundub, tema saab kindlasti hakkama võrreldes Lilianaga. Ja tema oskab lockpickida. Ja nagu, jah, Sten ei oska ju. Ta on nagu väga useful, sest mõttes seda vist räägib ka päris palju, ma oletan. The fuck? Mida sa korisid? Nii, mis mul on? Crushed arm, penalty to damage. Visit the party camp. Ma saaks party campi ka visitada lihtsalt. Sest et ma nagunii lähen ju edasi. Elusid. Pealegi, ma vist peaks ikkagi ostma siis... Ostma. Elusid. Kusjuures ma kardan, et kui ma siit välja lähen, siis ta kõnnib automaatselt edasi. Ta lase mul nagu valida. Tegelikult me tegime suht võimatut küll. Ise läheb sinna. Mina ei pea juhtima. Oi kui vähe koini ikka. Siit päriselt ka või? Normaalne. Ta läks ise edasi, ma ei saanud valida. Oh my, okei, siin on päris palju neid. No mul on neid lesser injury kitte nii palju, et... Ja kes veel surma sai?
Back again.
Mina ainult saingi surma ju. Nii, kes, mida sina veel teed? Okei, tegelikult ma tunnen mõned asjad ära isegi. Dirty fighting. Ta tuleb main karakterile appi kohe, see on suust mõttetu tegelikult. Deadly strike, nii. Stealth. Meh. Dirty fighting, dual weapon sweep. Ta on nüüd uuel weaponist. Deadly strike below the belt. Flurry. Mis deadly strike on? Makes a swift strike at a vulnerable dealing normal damage but gaining a bonus to armor penetration. Mis see on? Mark of death. Marks a target, revealing weaknesses that others can exploit. Okei, mulle vist pandi see Mark of death peale, et ta ise pani vist. Quick stamina train. Dealing normal combat damage. Okay. Sweeps both weapons in a broad forward arc, striking nearby enemies with one or both weapons and inflicting. Okei. Paneme selle, paneme clustered äkki. Kas see siis... two allies nagu koos. Okay, at least two. Miks mitte ei olnud at least one? Can't attack. Dual weapon sweep. Deadly strike. High or medium armor rating. Low or medium armor rating. Flurry. Okei, no parem kui enne mõtleks. Kas mul mingisugust talle midagi anda ei ole? Nojah, see coaching oh my god. Issand, kui äge. Ma mõtlesin, et kus ma ülejäänud asjad küll panen niimoodi, ma ei mahu ära. Ta isegi lükkab end õigeks. Kuule, see on suurepärane. Panem kohe poole peale. Litime kõik venomid siia. CD coating. Stun. Movement speed. Nature damage. Okay. Turan Morrigan. Health polytace. Potent greater. Potent lesser lyrium, greater potent. Good. Ja mis ma tahtsin veel? Ühtegi relva mul polegi. Vaata seda vaiali kuju. Mingi sirbi kujuline. Mida ma tahtsin teha? Midagi väga... okei. Ma arvatavasti pean tegema juurde neid. Vähemalt 8 tükki. Oi, kus muliseb. Ta tõmbas kõigil suuremaks, okei.
Yes.
Alisteri tundub väga rõõmusena mulle, et tänavu. Mis Alisteri see üldse on? Okei. Ma saaks jätta ise ka jookseda. Ma oleks pidanud ikka selle retsepti ostma. So what do we have here? Oh my god. They're all dead. Oi jah.
Now we get the hamster.
Kus see? Sina oled assassin, sa mine peal talle. Nice.
Run while you can.
Oi kurat. Mis tal on üldse? Ta ei saa joosta ka. Jõhker ikka. Oh, ma sain ka surma ju. What? Palju ma surma saan tänavu? Ma tahaks kartma vist. Ja alfa muidugi. Tunnub, et ma pean vist paremini mängima vist. Täiesti õige, ma lihtsalt ei oska seda mängu mängida. See aru, kust nii raske saab olla. Vana mäng ikkagi. Siin on 2 emissarit.
Very well.
Oi kurat. Train life. Kes surm? Oh my god. Ei saa aru, kuidas... Mul ei ole mõtet eemale vist joosta niimoodi. Kas ma saaks kaugelt natuke niimoodi, et keegi teine ei ägroks? Lase kuradi... Imelik, et ma ei saa täkkida neid niimoodi. Et kui ma läheks... Sa piisa ka... Tagumised. kuule, kas sa ründasid ka või? Okei. Nojah, trikk on selles, et sa ei tohi korraga hästi palju vaenlaseid endaga kaela ajada. Nii, kombat lõpp ära. Kurat, kombat lõpp ära. Ja nad on vaenlased. Fuck, vale tüüp. Kurat. No ta peab surma. Miks sa siia lähed? Mida sa teed? Tal on midagi viga. You dispatched the darkspawn along the trade route, but the merchants of the border caravan were already dead. Return this unfortunate news to the chantry board. Oh yeah. Nüüd ma saan küll minna sellesse. Heavy chainmail boots. Normaalne. Jee, helendavad natuke.
And so I shall.
Rauast sõrmus. Pane sõrme. Ok. Mingi sügav seen on chestis.
Right. How will you end it?
To fight the archdemon.
Is that all? It is surrounded by an ocean of darkspawn. How will you reach it? If you reach it, how will you slay it? You say you are a Grey Warden. I have heard stories of this order.
What have you heard?
Great strategists and peerless warriors. That is what we hear of the Wardens. So far, I am not impressed.
Oh, yeah.
Will you make that excuse to the Archdemon, or the victims it claims in the meantime?
No, mis ma öelda väga sain?
Here I am.
Here I am.
Something you need? I'm sure either my boy or I can help you out. I'm sure you...
Sure. Tal crafting recipe'sid ei ole... Vist. Manual Ranger. Manual Templar. las see üks asi olla mul käes. Kas ta nüüd siis ravib ennast terveks või? Ma oletan, et ravib. Ma ei pea injury kitti kasutama. Ta oli päris nõrk, kui aus olla.
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Ma vaatan, mis siin elfide seas siis toimub. Okei. Nii väike maa nende vahel. Midagi peab ikka juhtuma. Bloody corpse. Ma isegi ehmatasin natuke. Kusjuures on lollakas, ta ei ründa ise. Mu peale. Põgeneb raisk. Vähemalt ämblikud nõrgemad kui inimesed mõõkadega. Või kus tüppas mulle, mul läks nii paljud, nad hüppasid mulle selga, panid mind võrguga kinni, mul läks mingi pool elu ainult. Ikka võimas. Miks siin nii palju neid riste on? Deadfall. Deadfall. Deadfall.
I should like a little. Take that. This really gets the blood pumping. Let's grab some glory. Shall we compete for points? Let's have at it! Desire.
Elusid oli...
Of course.
Oh! Jälle. Elusid oli ämbliku sees.
All right.
Grease trap.
I hope I don't get blood all over me again. This really gets the blood pumping.
Not bad. Oh. Siin on mingi tent. Queen Spider.
Too easy.
Oh my god. Help me. Loomadega on palju parem võidelda ikka.
Delighted.
Mis nüüd saab? Mingi ambush kindlasti kohal alustuseks. Nagu ikka elfid. Okei, isegi friendly
Stop
ambush.
right there, outsider. The Dalish have camped in this spot. I suggest you go elsewhere, and quickly.
I've been looking for them.
I find that hard to believe. What business could we Dalish possibly have with a group like yours?
Ma nagu tahaks persuade'i kasutada, aga see on nagu siuke pealtükkiv.
A Grey Warden? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Take my word.
I suppose that a lie wouldn't gain you much benefit. I shall bring you to the Keeper. In the camp, I suggest you keep your hands to yourself, and remember that our arrows are still trained on you. Follow me.
I see we have guests. Who are these strangers, Mithra? I have precious little patience and less time to spend on outsiders today.
This one claims to be a Grey Warden and wishes to speak with the clan. I thought it best to leave the decision to you.
That was wise of you. Masirinus, Mithra, you may return to your post.
Manuvinen, Keeper.
Now, allow me to introduce myself. I am Zathrian, the keeper of this clan, its guide and preserver of our ancient lore. And you are?
Ma ei oleks uskunudki, et tegemist on kiilasalai. Kiilaka, kas mul on voldid? Kiilaka. Kiilaka haldjaga.
If you came to bring news of the Blight in the south, it is not needed. I had already sensed its corruption. I would have taken the clan north by now, had we the ability to move. Sadly, as you can see, we do not.
We can't see.
Yes, it seems like you've had your own troubles. What are the odds?
I imagine you are here regarding the treaty we signed centuries ago. Unfortunately, we may not be able to live up to the promise we made. This will require some explanation. Please, follow me. The clan came to the Brazilian forest 1 month ago, as is our custom when we enter this part of Ferelden. We are always wary of the dangers in the forest, but we did not expect the werewolves would be lying in wait for us. They ambushed us, and though we drove the beasts back, much damage was done. Many of our warriors lie dying as we speak. Even with all our magic and healing skill, we will eventually be forced to slay our brethren to prevent them from becoming beasts. The Blight's evil must be stopped, but we are in no position to uphold our obligations. I am truly sorry.
Noh, ikka mina ju pean kõike aitama.
The affliction is a curse that runs rampant in their blood, bringing great agony and then ultimately either death or a transformation into something monstrous. The only thing that could help them must come from the source of the curse itself. And that would be no trivial task to retrieve.
But you're going to ask me to get it anyhow. nagu see on nagu mingi nali, siis mõttes, et jah, see on see nagu quest'id töötavad tavaliselt. Siis sa küsid nagu.
Within the Brazilian forest dwells a great wolf. We call him Witherfang. It was within him that the curse originated, and through his blood that it has been spread. If he is killed and his heart brought to me, perhaps I could destroy the curse. But this task has proven too dangerous for us. I sent some hunters into the forest a week ago, but they have not returned. I cannot risk any more of my clan.
Perhaps.
There is no guarantee that this will work, as I suspect. But it's the only hope we have left.
Aha. No, eks ma vaatan siis.
I must warn you that more than werewolves lurk in the Brazilian forest. It has a history full of carnage and murder, you see. Where there is so much death, the veil separating the spirit realm from our own becomes thin, allowing spirits to possess things, living or dead. But if you can indeed help, then I wish you luck.
Questions?
Make them quick, if you please. I have much to do here. My apprentice Lanaya or Sayrel, the clan's storyteller, could provide you with answers just as easily.
Kust siis?
Watch for the white wolves. They are his eyes and ears in the forest. I must return to caring for my people. Creator's speed on your way.
Area unlocked. Quest updated. Slay with the fang and bring his heart to Sathrin.
Under an Etitian Grey Warden.
Ooh.
My name is Lanaya. I am Zathrian's first, what you might call an apprentice, perhaps. I've been studying under the Keeper all my life. I am a bit curious of the outside world. Do you mind if I ask you a question or two?
Kas ma tunnen ta häält jälle või? Okay.
I hear the human cities are very large. Thousands upon thousands of souls all packed together in their houses. Is that true? The few towns we have visited in my time have been small. I find it hard to visualize something so large and permanent. I try to imagine those of our people living in such a place, surrounded by walls of stone and indifference. It is a difficult thought.
They are used to it.
Being accustomed to pain and suffering does not make it any less tragic. It is said that one day we will have a land of our own. We Dalish gather the ancient wisdom in preparation for this. When that day comes, all elves, even those who have forgotten, will reclaim their former glory. I have one more question, though I'm not sure you can answer it. Do the humans ever regret what they did to us?
Nagu ma pole inimene, nii et ma ei tea.
And yet, even if some regret, they do nothing. A poet once wrote of them, before the fall of the Dales. Like dragons they fly, glory upon wings. Like dragons they savage, fearsome, pretty things. But you don't need me to quote poetry to you. Forgive me. Perhaps you have some questions of your own.
Tell me more about yourself.
I'm hardly anyone special, I assure you. If I seem different from the rest of my clan, it's only because I was born amongst humans. I came to the Dalish at a very young age,
Mis
but
ta selja
I've
peal on?
always retained my curiosity
Nii
about the world
torpeedo,
I came from.
mingi rakett, noh. RPG. Nagu mingi laserrelvadega fight'id tegelikult. Holy mis kuradi asi see selja peal on päris ka? Kas see on nagu mingi mace või see on mingi wand? See võiks olla mingi haigelt suurt juhendud relv. See mingi smackib kõik. See meenutab mingisugust nagu natuke mingi tera tuleb meelde või mingi sükst nagu mingi veits fantastilisem MMO RPG, kus on mingi väiksed tüdrukud ja suured relvad ja midagi sükst. Väiksed tüdrukud ja suured relvad.
My parents were servants to a human merchant whose caravans plied the southern routes. One day, bandits killed him, and my parents both. I was the only survivor, just a young girl, and the bandits took me. I was their servant for several years.
Oh my.
It was. Though long years of reflection have allowed me to come to terms with it, to put them in perspective. I can only imagine what would have happened had the clan not saved me from them. I owe them my life for that, and more.
Huh.
The bandits killed a scout when the clan passed near their camp. When the clan discovered him, Zathrian came looking for his killers. He followed their tracks for almost a month, and when he finally caught up to us, he fell on the bandits like a terror. No one could stop him. I sat there and I watched him attack them in a blur, and I reveled in every blow. When he saw me, the fury in his eyes turned to pity. He took me back to the clan, and I've been here ever since.
Okay.
As you wish. Darth Shiro.
Darth Shiro. Sulle ka.
Please leave that be. If you have need of equipment, I am sure Master Verathorn can help you.
Oh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Masirinus.
Oopsie. Läks juba meelest ära see. Nice attention to detail siiski.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
Lahendab selle. Mis te teete?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest. Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
Aga äkki ma siis toon?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. If you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
Very well.
That would please me, so long as our hunters come first. I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Perhaps there's something. Oi. Äkki tal on mingi crafting recipe. Acidic coating recipe. Greater health. Greater health. Ja health pollutis. Pollutis. Ma ostan selle ära igaks juhuks, et see oleks olemas. Aga probleem on selles, et mul pole piisavalt skilli, et seda luua. Seda health pollutisi. Äkki peaks ise ostma. Mul on 3 tükki samas. Äkki piisab. Kas the ancient... One of 3 rare bulbs found in the Frostback Mountains. When dried and powdered, they become an excellent distillation agent. Required to evoke magical properties in crafting. Eks ma ostan igaks juhuks 2 tükki ära. Müüme selle maha. Saab maha müüa. Kas tal on siis mingisugust... Mis saan? Grey iron. Two-handed. Aga mis sul üldse on? Zevran. Longsword, main hand. Üheksateist tugevust. One-handed grey iron dagger. Okei, tal on critical backstab damage. 15% ekstra. Kas tal on ühes käes dagger, teises käes longsword? See on täpselt sama hea. Rare iron bag. Okei, ma ei hakka siit midagi varastama siis. Ahtaras. Need peaks olema kollased on ju, kes on siuksed tähtsamad inimesed.
How do they move these things through the forest? Do the trees just get out of their way or what?
Oh. Halla. Vaata neid majesteetlikuid loomi. Päris äge. Ma tahan vett katsuda. The map. Kuhu ma minna saan siis? Forest. Travel. Okei, siit saab metsa sisse siis minna. Oh, kes see on? This statue dedicate Red Wolf. A wolf statue. Kes Sarel on?
We greet you, child of the stone. I understand you are to venture into the haunted forest to save our brethren. I suspect your efforts may be in vain. An entire group of our hunters went into the forest to do as you intend, and they have not returned.
Vot ma olen palju parem. Võib-olla ma leian üles.
An outsider to the rescue, but of course, what were we doing trying to solve our own problems?
Mis ta näol viga on? Ma ütleks, kui ma ütlen seda, I haven't done anything, kes ütleb, jah, sa ei ole mitte mida, you haven't done anything indeed. Vot, ma olen nii tark. Ma ei suuda istuda kuidagi. Mul on vaja kuidagi paremini istuda. Mul on vaja seda tuleviku tooli. See nagu lamad põhimõtteliselt ja ekraan on otse üleval hoopis. Oh god. See on nagu see film, kus on hästi paksud inimesed. Kõik tehakse need, et mingi juhul see anima film, vaata on mingi paksud inimest film.
Perhaps you do not, but you are an outsider. And that we must rely on your largesse is a bitter pill for us to swallow.
You are being most unkind, Cyril. Would you refuse our hunters' help simply because of the hand that offered it?
You shame me, Lethalan. I have allowed my bitterness to cloud my better judgment.
Ma mõtlesin, tal on mingi...
It is most difficult to forget the lessons the Shemlen have taught us.
It is even more difficult when you live amongst them, trust me.
Perhaps I can yet make amends. Stay while I spin a tale for our children. And then I will tell you of the forest if you desire.
Ma vaatasin, tal on kortsud. Tal on mingi jõhkrad kortsud, aga tegelikult tal on mingi tattoo. Wow. Kaitsja eest too. Aitäh. Follomise eest. Siuke siematav. Perhaps another time. Mis asja? I want to know about the forest. Now! Mis ta räägib siis metsast, mul aeg on?
Come and join us then, all of you. Now, what say we tell the story of the fall of the Dales? Which of you children knows that best?
I think I do.
Üks laps end ongi.
Then come, child. Oh, don't be frightened of the outsiders. Now, where do you suppose such a tale should begin?
When we were slaves?
Yes. Long ago, our people were slaves to an empire the Shemlen had built on the
Shemlen on inimesed siis ju.
They took away our history and our language and left us nothing. And then that empire fell. We were freed.
Because Andraste came with her army and Shartan joined her.
Yes. Andraste, the Shemlen prophet, came out of the south.
Andraste on see, kelle äsja me otsime ju.
Our ancestor, Shartan, fought at her side. And when the rebellion came to an end, we were given a new homeland in the west, the Dales. We began to rebuild the culture and history we had lost in our years of slavery. We worshipped the creators and made the Dales our home. Perhaps you know what happened next, stranger. Do you know what happened to the Dales?
Eks inimesed on ikkagi teine. No, enough. Something you think was unfair. Äkki inimesed siis või? Ma panen inimene õnneks.
Indeed. They resented that we would not worship their maker. And they resented our ways because they were so different from their own. The Shemlen nations grew cold towards the Dales. They called us blasphemers and tyrants and declared war upon us. A great crusade.
Ma ei tea nii hästi seda historit. Was there no reason? Was there any reason?
Oh, I am certain we played a part in our downfall. We believed that the Shemlin would not revoke their prophet's gift so lightly. We were wrong. They took our lands, forcing us to abandon our gods and live as beggars in Shemlin cities. But there were those of us who refused to abandon our ways. They emblazoned the symbols of the creators upon their flesh and vowed to keep their ancient lore alive.
That's us. That's the Dalish.
Wow, wow.
Indeed, child. We chose to wander, homeless, rather than be ruled by the Shemlin. And all our clans wander alone until the day we have a homeland once more.
Then we bring the old ways back to our people, because they have forgotten it all.
For we are the Dalish, the keepers of the lost lore.
The walkers of the lonely path.
We are the Elvenar, and never again shall we submit. And that is the tale of the Dales, stranger. Thank you for allowing us to tell it to you.
You didn't give me much of a choice. Oo, ma räägin ka story. Ma ei oska midagi rääkida. Ma saaks mingi hull hea loo kokku keeta nagunii. Aitäh, aitäh. No tegelikult ma peaks nagu, jah, süvenema sellesse mängu rohkem ja hea on teada seda loori põhjalikumalt. Iseenesest see Dragon Age tundub päris huvitav olevat. Aga sellest tuleb ka aru saada.
Perhaps one day you will tell us a tale of your people. A day when you are not guest and stranger, but savior. Now, as I said I would, I can tell you what I know of the Brazilian forest. Do you wish to hear it?
Okay.
Our legends say that before the Shemlin came, the Brazilian forest was a place of our ancestors that predated even our oldest homeland. The people of the Imperium came here and gave the forest its name. If they found traces of our ancestors, we cannot say. If they did, those elves were slain or enslaved. We know only that a great many battles were fought here. These trees grow upon the graves of those who fell, Shemlin and elves both.
Werewolves.
So much death in one place tore the veil into the beyond. The Shemlin know the beyond as the Fade, the place of dreams and spirits. When the veil is torn, spirits pass into our world freely. The legends say that one great spirit possessed the wolf that became Witherfang, who passed its curse of rage onto men and created werewolves.
Ja Witherfang on ikka veel elus või?
So Zathrian insists. He says that Witherfang does not age as the werewolves do. Witherfang is as much spirit as it is beast, and thus it is immortal. Perhaps it cannot even be slain. At the very least, it is old and powerful.
Siis ma pean võimatut tegema. No, kui palju siis on?
No one knows. Okay. When the Shemlin lived in these parts, the curse would spread anew to a few of them with each passing year. They would run off into the forest, never to be seen again. Eventually, all the Shemlin left. One assumes the werewolves survive by passing their curse to their offspring. They have had no new blood. Until now, that is.
Okay.
One last warning. The forest is like a thing alive. It changes as it wills, closing paths behind you and opening up new ones. Too many have become lost within, unable to find their way out. Were I you, I would endeavor not to make the forest my enemy.
Interesting, aga kas siin on keegi veel, kellega ma rääkida saaks niimoodi?
I'm sorry, but I must attend to our ailing fallen.
Ma mõtlesin, äkki ma saan aidata. The hell is this? mingi tuluke või? Latern.
I'm Darren Etetian, stranger. I am Athras. I hope the others have not been too harsh in their treatment of you.
No. They have.
That is very generous of you. Most would assume we are unkind as a rule, and that is not the case. Especially not to a Grey Warden. But we have lost much, and it is easy to forget simple niceties at such a time. I understand you will search for the wolves in the Brazilian forest. I would join you, but Zathrian has forbidden me.
I should go.
None of us are happy about this situation, and I least of all. But I shouldn't speak too much about this, especially with an outsider. I am sure you have little interest in my problems.
What's in tõsi? Please. I'd like to hear about it. Ma ei tea, ma ei viitsi hakata.
Dareth Shiral, stranger.
Ma ei kujuta ette, mis ta... Ma ei tea, mis ta võiks tahta.
I trust there are no hard feelings about my questioning of you when you arrived. We Dalish must protect ourselves from trouble at all times.
Ta näeb välja nagu mingi Eesti naine. Meigitud, väga meigitud. Keskmine Eesti blond. Yeah.
Had we known a Grey Warden was coming, we might have arranged a different reception. But I wish you good fortune with your task. Dareth Shiral.
Aitäh teile. Sulle. See on Connor ju. Ongi ju. Täpselt Connor, aga lihtsalt kõrval on. Okei, ma arvan, mulle aitab sellest kohast. Lähen metsa. Metsast metsa. Saan nii surma metsas nagu nii. West Brazilian Forest. Okei, siin natuke liikumisruumi.
Let's try not to get too lost. It's easy to get turned around in a place like this.
Okei. Siin on mingisugused, nende tortšid on väljas, laternad. What? Blight wolf. Pane see meil poolt. Oh my god! The fucking werewolf! You are crazy. Kuule, mida kuradit sa teed? Sul on midagi väga katki. Äkki midagi siukest. Kui need ära vahetaks. Ma ei saa aru, miks ta ei ründa. Ta üritab dual weapon sweepi teha. Okei, ma pean ära vahetama ikkagi selle siis. Ta ootab, kuni vaenlane oleks clustered. Panen lihtsalt siis, et oleks jälle mingi highest health. Nüüd ta teeks. ei tohiks enam lolli mängida.
And so I shall.
Vahet Blight Wolf. Okei. Ei tohi unustada seivimist.
What shall we do here?
Oh my god. Oh, tublid. Päris kiiretseme jagu.
All right. Delighted.
Death Root. Oh, ma nägin kedagi. Temaga saab rääkida või? Näitab ju seda rääkimisikooni. Very interesting. Oh! Secret. Chainmail. Heavy armor. Ai, oota. Medium armor. Mida üldse see kannab? Sevran. Kannab mingit leather armorit, light armorit. Alistair. See on see koht, kus me tulime. Oh my god. It's a fatty bear. See võrra on aksjond alla jääda. Codex updated. Bear. Normally it is almost unheard of for bears to attack travelers. They are in fact so shy and so inactive during the day that most people never encounter a bear at all. However, should a bear be provoked, they are remarkably dangerous. The normally placid seeming creatures become enraged and can strike massive blows with their paws, capable of knocking a man off his feet. There's a knight. Oh, kui ma mõtlesin, et ta on mingi templar, ma mõtlesin, et tal on ikka mingisugune note või midagi. Või mingi quest note, et minu testament. Palun vii see kuhugi. Sa oled siili näoga kuidagi.
The watchwolves have spoken truly, my brothers and sisters. The Dalish sent a dwarf of all things to put us in our place. They sent a dwarf to make us pay for our attack.
Su huvitav, et nad räägivad. I am here to kill. Ja alustame sellest, et ma ei ole servant.
Do you take us for fools? We know you come from their camp outside the forest. No doubt the old keeper himself sent you. You speak to Swift Runner. I lead my cursed brothers and sisters. Turn back now, Go back to the Dalish and tell them that you have failed. Tell them we will gladly watch them suffer the same curse we have suffered for too long. We will watch them pay.
Aga vaatame, mis see persuade teeb.
Was it not Sathrian who sent you? He wishes only our destruction, never to talk.
Kas sa teadsid teda isiklikult?
We have never met, he and I. He would not survive the experience. I swear it.
Aga nemad ründanud siis või?
You know nothing, do you? Nothing of us, and even less of those you serve. You are a fool, and we are done talking. Run from the forest while you can. Run to the Dalish and tell them they are doomed.
Kurat, ma ütlesin vale asja vist.
I do not wish to fight you either, but we cannot trust you. Come, brothers and sisters, let us retreat. The forest has eyes of its own, and it will deal with intruders as it always has.
Okei, läks ära. Interesting. See on seesama koht. Kurat, läks liiga lähedale. Peaks selle ära vahetama. See shield bash oli mõistlik ikka.
What's this?
Kõik werewolfid.
Delighted. All right.
Kurat, ma oleks tahtnud öelda, et ma oleks pidanud küsima, kas seda on võimalik kuidagi peacefully ajada. Ma küsisin vale asja, sest kannatus sai otsa. Another temple. Oh! Keegi on elus. Mis see on? Reduces hostility. Healing effects. Hostility seleb talle.
What? Who comes?
I'm a Grey Warden.
A Grey Warden? Here? But, we were sent to find Witherfang, bring his heart, attacked.
Oh god. Try to revive him. Examine him. Check the hunter's equipment. Kill him while he's... Oh god. Oh my god. Examine. His wounds are deep and some are still bleeding heavily. This is a result of an attack by creatures with large claws. He does not appear to have any bite marks. Au. Ehk siis ta ei ole cursed. oletan.
And Darren Atishan, Grey Warden. Our scouts saw you approaching and tell me you carry the body of one of our hunters with you. Ah, Dagon. He is wounded, but I think he will live. Mas Siranas, your help is appreciated. Come, Lethaline, let us take Dagon to the Keeper, and quickly. If we are lucky, we may still save him.
Nagu skaudid ütlesid, et te kannate ühte keha endaga kaasas ja siis vaatab maha, nagu mingi tüüp nagu klõps tekib maha, Dagon, sa oled siin. See kõlas väga no okay. Siis ma pean lihtsalt uuesti kõndima sinna.